Coins are some of the most familiar objects in human history. We carry them in our pockets, drop them into jars, and exchange them every day without ever questioning their shape. Across civilizations, centuries, and continents, one detail has stayed almost unchanged. Coins are overwhelmingly circular. From ancient Greek silver drachmas to modern pesos, euros, and pennies, this design choice keeps repeating itself. Why most coins are round? To understand why coins ended up this way, we need to trace how they were made, how they circulated, and how simple design decisions quietly shape the way money works. Let's dive in, right here, on History of Simple Things. The earliest known coins appeared around the 7th century BCE in the ancient kingdom of Lydia, located in what is now western Turkey. These early coins were made from electrum, a naturally occurring alloy of gold and silver, and they were not perfectly round. Many had irregular bean-like shapes because they were created by pouring molten metal into molds or cutting pieces from metal lumps and stamping them by hand. However, even in these early stages, coin makers noticed that rounder pieces were easier to handle, stack, and strike with consistent designs. As minting techniques improved, especially with the use of dies that pressed images onto metal blanks, circular shapes became easier to standardize. Over time, civilizations like the Greeks and Romans refined coin production, intentionally shaping blanks into discs before striking them. This shift wasn't aesthetic, it was functional. A round blank allowed pressure from the die to spread evenly, producing clearer images and more reliable weights, which were crucial in economies where a coin's value depended directly on its metal content. From a purely physical standpoint, a circle is one of the most efficient shapes. A round coin has no corners, which means it is less likely to catch, chip, or wear unevenly. Coins are constantly handled, rubbed against other coins, dropped and transported, so durability matters. Corners would wear down faster, changing the coin's weight and shape over time, which was a serious issue when coins were valued by weight. A circular coin also rolls smoothly, which may seem like a disadvantage today, but historically, it allowed coins to move easily through counting trays, chutes, and later, mechanical devices. Additionally, a circle distributes stress evenly across its surface, reducing the risk of cracks during striking. When mints had to produce large numbers of coins quickly and consistently, round blanks simply made the process more reliable and less wasteful. Over centuries, this practical efficiency reinforced the dominance of the circular shape. One of the most important roles of early coins was to create trust in trade. Before coins, people relied on weighed pieces of metal, which had to be measured each time they changed hands. Coins simplified this by guaranteeing a standard weight and purity. A round shape made it easier to maintain that standard. When metal blanks were cut into discs, mints could control thickness and diameter more precisely, ensuring that each coin matched official specifications. This consistency helped prevent disputes and made transactions faster. Merchants learned to recognize legitimate coins by sight and feel, and roundness became part of that expectation. Irregular shapes raised suspicion, as they could indicate tampering or clipping, a common practice where people shaved small amounts of precious metal from coin edges. Over time, round coins with consistent dimensions became symbols of reliability, reinforcing public trust in both the currency and the authority that issued it. As societies grew and economies expanded, the demand for coins increased dramatically. By the Middle Ages and into the early modern period, mints needed to produce coins in massive quantities. round shapes were far easier to mass-produce using emerging technologies. Coin presses, whether hand-operated or later steam-powered, worked best with circular blanks that align naturally under the die. Circular coins could be fed into presses with minimal adjustment, improving speed and uniformity. Even as industrial minting advanced in the 18th and 19th centuries, the round shape remained ideal for automated processes like rolling metal sheets, punching out blanks, and edge milling. Once global minting infrastructure was built around circular coins, changing shapes would have required costly redesigns with little practical benefit, further cementing the circle as the default form. While coins are usually round, their edges play an important role in security. In the past, people often clipped small amounts of metal from gold and silver coins, slowly reducing their value. To stop this, mints introduced reeded or milled edges that made tampering easy to spot. These features work best on round coins, where a continuous, even edge allows uniform markings and makes irregularities obvious. Today, coins still use edge patterns, lettering, or textures to prevent counterfeiting and help people identify denominations by touch. The round shape provides a reliable foundation that makes these security features effective and consistent. Beyond practicality, human perception also explains why coins are round. Circles are associated with balance and completeness, and they feel more neutral and comfortable to hold than sharp-edged shapes. Because people handled coins constantly, this comfort mattered. Over time, societies became used to round coins, and that familiarity shaped expectations. In this way, tradition reinforced what practicality had already proven, shaping how people think money should look and feel. Most coins are round because centuries of use proved the shape to be efficient and reliable. It allowed consistent weight, easier production, better security, and durability in everyday handling. Over time, these practical benefits became tradition, shaping how money is expected to look. Even today, the round coin reflects how simple design choices can endure for thousands of years. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of simple things. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories woven through the smallest details.